Good morning, everybody. It's me, your new host. Just kidding. Your substitute for the week, Tony Libretto. Everyone kind of knows me as the Sarge here. I hope we have a good day today. This is all new to me, obviously running it by myself. So, bear with me. I hope everyone has a great morning. As Dano says, greetings and salutations to the Lions Talk Live here. Hope we have a good show today. A lot to go through. Um, I'm going to kind of let y'all run it a little bit, show me what to do, talk to me. And hopefully we get through a good show. I don't know if we'll do a whole hour or not, but there's a lot to get through. I know you guys talked a lot about some stuff yesterday that I kind of want to touch on a little bit, but let's get right into some of the comments. And hopefully we got a good show started here for you. I'll just go through these things here. Morning, Michael D. Appreciate it. Good morning to you, Do Crew. Welcome, Sarge. Thank you. Do we sign Jake Bates today? I don't know. I don't know about that. I saw him miss wide right last game-winning field goal attempt he had. But good morning to you too, Bo Booth. Hope y'all can hear me fine. I don't have a microphone or anything like that, so hopefully this is all working out for everybody. Mile marker 301. Good morning, Sarge. Welcome. Thank you. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Good morning, crew. By the way, I love the Mountain Dew, but not in the morning. I'm a coffee guy, so that's what we'll be doing this morning is drinking some coffee. So you'll see me do that a lot because I love my coffee. I drink 2 or 3 cups every day. Not quite as much as Dan Campbell, but Moonscar Blade. Good morning, Dew Crew. Sarge is in charge. Yeah, that's right. I'm in charge now. I might not give the show back up. So for those of you who don't know, Daniel's on vacation. He finally took one. He's a workaholic. He finally took a break. He flew to Iceland last night, so he's there for the week. And I hope he had a great flight. I haven't talked to him yet this morning, but I know as soon as they were getting off the plane, they were hitting it and running. So he's there for the week with his girlfriend, and I hope it's a great one for him. He needs the time off. Man, Bear, Pig. Hola to you as well. What do we got here? JDC, morning all. Good morning to you too. Patrick Chessbro. Hope I said that right. Good morning, Sarge. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning, Dew Crew. What's next? That's what I like to say. The long wait until training camp and the regular season. That's right. It figures this is the week that I take over is when there's not much action going on in the realm of the NFL, right? Anthony Tottingham. Good morning, Dew Crew. Good morning to you too. Man, Bear, Pig. Sup, Sarge? Have a good show. Well, I'm going to do my best on that one. I'm probably a little rusty. I know you guys have seen me on some shows. Haven't been on in a while, but a lot of things going on in the world. But I'm excited to be here. That's for sure. Mile marker 301. Love the old school reference to the AV cart in the thumbnail. I was hoping someone would catch up on that or catch onto that. Since Dan told me that you guys were saying how you guys get the substitute teacher this week. So that's kind of why I rolled off the old AV cart. That's what we used to get back when I was in school, back in the 80s. So I'm glad you enjoyed that one. Sarge is large and in charge this week. That's right. What do you have for us? Well, I've got a few opinions. Now, for those of you who don't know as well, I don't watch every single show. Sometimes I'm too busy in the morning to get on and do other stuff. So I'm kind of hoping you guys got some great questions for me today. There's some players I kind of wanted to highlight and get your opinions on, and I'll get to that in a minute. Actually, I probably can get onto that now. I saw an article about some of the players that were, kind of stood out in a good way during the OTAs and the mini camp that they just had. And I kind of wanted to get your opinions on them. The first one is Iffy Melifonwu. What do you guys think of him? Put that in the comments, and we'll talk about it as I get to it. I'm hoping he has a great, he had a great breakout third year. Finally, was healthy. he really he took over that safety spot. We finally, I want to say we got rid of, but Walker obviously was not. He was the shell of what he used to be. So it was great that we had Iffy back there. But there's such a congestion now with safeties and corners. Is he going to be? Is he still going to be the starter? Is someone like Branch or Davis or someone going to get moved into that spot? We got two rookie corners that are going to get playing time, especially the first rounder. I'd say probably even the second rounder. But so let's talk about him first, and then I've got a couple of more. I'm going to get through some more of these and see we revisit that in a minute. Good morning, Sarge. Good morning to you, Anthony Tottingham. I appreciate you. Patrick Chisbro, I have to get my woo-woo coffee. Woo! I'm not going to do that like Dan does. That's his thing. But I do love my coffee. You guys talk about coffee all morning with me. I love it. Robert Yankee, greetings and salutations, Tony and crew. Greetings to you too, Robert. Thank you for coming on. Rando Smalls, good morning, Dew Crew. Good morning to you. I'm hoping everyone is having just a great morning. Detroit D, I love it. GNS, greetings and salutations to everyone. LFG, top 7 defense and Super Bowl champs. Love where you're thinking. Obviously we've already got a top 5 offense. So let's get that defense in the top 10. I'm hoping they get at least top 10. Top 7 would even be better. If we have the offense that we've had and our defense steps up, you are absolutely right. Top 7 and obviously Super Bowl champs. That's what we all want. And I think they're going to be there this year. I really do. I've been drinking the Kool-Aid since I was 10. So, so let's make this the year now that I'm going to be 51 soon. Mike the Marine, Gunny. What's up, Gunny? Appreciate you. Howdy, Sarge and Lions Faithful. Howdy to you. All right, Bo Booth. Besides Bates, who else gets a tryout from the Panthers? I don't know if any. Are you talking Lions specifically? Because I don't know if I don't know if any of them was going to get a tryout. They're. I haven't watched. I've only watched 2 Michigan Panther games, and I don't even remember half the names of the players. So to be honest with you, I'm terrible. You might have more input on that, or if someone else has better input, please let me know because I do not follow them very often. They're not always on TV. Even I'm in West Michigan. I don't see them all the time. So man, I don't know. Property Lord, good morning, Dew Crew. Sarge, what's your record prediction for us? So I'm more of an optimist when it comes to records. I don't think they're going to lose, even though they're playing a number 1, level of, their schedule is like because they were in first place last year. They're playing a first place schedule. I still don't think they're going to lose more than 4 games. And I couldn't tell you what 4, like. I think they're going to compete in every game. I don't think there's going to be a game like we had in Baltimore last year. I think 4 losses is probably it for us because I think this team's destined. We got to get through San Francisco. We got through them for a half last year. Now we just need to finish it. I know San Fran and the Eagles are still getting hyped as the teams to beat with Detroit, and everyone's bringing up Green Bay a lot, and Green Bay is going to be tough. I'm not going to say they're not, but I think they're probably a little overhyped. Dan and I have talked about before where they, now that teams know what love is about, they're going to be able to stop him more. I don't think he's going to surprise people like he did last year. Like, no one really had a lot of game tape on Jordan Love so I don't think they're going to be as great as everyone thinks they're going to be. So I think it's going to be between Detroit and San Fran to go to the Super Bowl. So 4 losses. Phil, morning, Sarge. Morning, Phil. How you doing? Trump's a genius. Woo! There, I do it for you one time. That's it. No more. Rocky M. Good morning, all, and take it away, Sarge. Appreciate you, Rocky. Thank you, and good morning to you as well. Moonscar Blade. What's next? Riding the day every day into the sunset until we make our way to the Superdome. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, Patrick Treeswell. Hey, love the hat, Sarge. Thank you, thank you. Got this. I'm a season ticket holder, so this was one of the giveaways one week, or not a giveaway during the week. It was one of the gifts that you get for being a season ticket holder. So my wife and I both got one. I love this hat. Thank you very much. All right. Vendio News, GNS, greetings and salutations, all 1 week closer to the season starting. That's right. That's right. One more week. Now, as much as I love to get to the season, I do have to enjoy our summers here because Michigan, we only get a few months of summer. So I'd like it to go slow, but I get your excitement. I'm excited about it too. I can't wait until, the camp starts, the preseason. It's just the best time of the year, right? And then that first game hits. Patrick Treesboro sounds good. All right. Randall Small sounds great, Sarge. Thank you. Good. I hope so. Moonscar Blade sounds fine. Good. I'm glad you all can hear me good. I appreciate you. Hokey Doo. Good morning, Sarge and the Dew crew. Woo! I'm not good. Oh, you guys got me again. Good morning to you too, Hokey Doo. All right. Pierce Sargent. Morning, Sarge. Good morning to you. Everything sounds good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Can't wait for the season to start. Me neither. Bo Booth, audio fine. Thanks, Bo. I appreciate you. Moonscar Blade, that's woo coffee. All right. I love that. Motown Mitch, greetings, salutations, Sarge and Drew crew. Good morning to you. Lions rule, Bears drool. I love it. Like the hat, man. Thank you. I love this hat too. Thank you. All right, Kurt Steele. Good morning, fellow NCO. Good morning to you, fellow NCO, I assume then. And what's up, Do? What up, Do Crew? Sorry, I fumbled my words there. I'm going to get some more coffee. That'll help it, right? All right. Good morning, Kurt Steele. Randall Small, K Sarge, got to ask where you stationed. Well, I'm not. I'm retired. I did. I'll do a real quick background for you. I was in the Marine Corps in the 90s, and then in 2004, I joined the Michigan Army National Guard, and for the last 14 years of my military career, I was active duty in the Guard as a recruiter, everyone's favorite person in the military. So don't all come at me for that. But I'm retired now. I got a civilian job now, and just waiting for all my benefits to kick in. I did 25 years, not stationed anywhere. I'm at home. Like I said, Southwest Michigan, near Kalamazoo, and but I appreciate you asking, Randall. Appreciate you. All right. Charles X. Never heard of anyone flying Iceland. I don't know what that means exactly. He flew to Iceland. I thought he did. I don't know. Is there? I assume they have airports in Iceland, but that's where he is. All right. Patrick Chesbro, you said my name right. All right. Thank you. Good to know that. JP Page 2. Good morning, Sard. Good morning to you. Oh, what happened here? Here we go. Five Fingers Freddy, Iceland or bust. That's right. You either get there or you don't, I'm guessing, right? I hope he made it safe, and I'm sure maybe he's even watching. I think they're like 5 hours ahead, so it might be noon or so there. Who knows? All right. Mile marker 301. Hey, Sarge, what's your take on too many tight ends? Well, let's see. I think 3 is a good number. Any more than that, I don't know if you mean on the field at the same time, but I'm guessing you mean on the roster. So I think 3 is a good number. I like to have 3, but then have that like that maybe not H back, but like I like having three and a fullback. I want someone that's dedicated to just be that blocking guy, that extra guy who maybe catches a couple of passes out of the backfield. So three tight ends and a fullback. If you don't have the fullback, I guess maybe go for tight ends, but I think three is a magic number on that one, mile marker. I don't know. What do you guys think? Tell me that. JP page 2, Sarge. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. I got you, man. Broski Bear, shout out Sarge. Thank you, Broski. Here's Johnny. Sarge, are you asking a question like Full Metal Jacket, where he's like, "Are you asking me a question?" All right. Robbie Haycoop. Morning, Sarge. So I think we all agree that Jaden Reeves-Maybin was the whistleblower. I don't believe we were the ones. No. You know, I've I know you guys touched on this briefly yesterday. Obviously Jalen Reeves-Maybin being the president of the NFLPA, he's in a rock and a hard place, right? Because if he doesn't say something, uh, what are the other players going to think of him as for his leadership as the president? If he's not going to stick up for his teammates, how's he going to stick up for the rest of the league, right? And I know you guys touched on this a little bit yesterday, but I didn't see the whole story. So if you guys already talked about this, I'm sorry, but I don't know. I think he had to, honestly, and they only lost one practice, and it was just early on. I don't know. You hate to see it because it kind of feels like he betrayed the team, but on the same flip side of that, I think he had to do it as the NFLPA president. There's just not a good scenario for that at all, really, either way you look at it. Johnny, here's Johnny. Sarge, yes, got you that time. Mile marker 301. LOL. Rando Smalls. Loving Iffy's development shows what our coaching staff can do. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do think he's done very well. When he was a rookie, he had some good flashes, and we were like, oh, this guy could probably get in a few, make a difference. And then he got hurt, and then he got hurt again and again. Like, it seemed like he just was never on the field. So I'm glad, that he's back to that form where we're like, hey, this guy could be a guy. Do you guys think he's going to start this year? I don't know. One of the other players, since we're getting to this part again, I definitely think JMO's another one that they said stood out in practice at the camp, and I think he's going to be a great number 2 guy. He's going to stretch the field. He's gonna, I think he's going to make some drops. I think we're just going to have to live with that, right? But his speed and the way he can stretch the field, it's going to pull defenders away from our other guys. They're not going to just leave him because they think he's going to drop it, right? They're going to, if he pulls one, or if he pulls a safety over the top, that's going to be 2 defenders on one guy. I think more times than not, you're going to, even if he's not the one making the play, he's going to be making the play on the other side of the field. If you understand what I'm saying, I'm sure you do. But I think Jameson Williams is definitely going to come on in year 3. His first full season, hopefully, unless something else goes crazy. But keep on that coming. All right, Motown Mitch, got a few questions for you, Sarge. 1, will Williams spend more time at the nail salon or the practice field for the Bears? I love it, Motown Mitch. I love it. It's a toss-up. I think, I think he likes his grooming. And I think I guess he's got to keep those nails nice when he's throwing the football. I don't know. I got some other things, some other thoughts, but we'll keep this, keep this good and low key. But I think he's a little overhyped, and I'm glad Chicago has him. Let's put it that way. All right. I think Iffy is going to come on strong this year, and I think Branch is going to be a hitter and make people pay a hefty price for coming into his space. Absolutely, absolutely. I'm a big Iffy fan, and I'm a big Branch fan. Um, so I still think I would like to see Branch stay at nickel because uh, he was amazing last year as a rookie, and he's only going to get better. I can see a scenario where they maybe play play him as a safety, but like in a three safety set, maybe. I don't know. Um, so Kirby Joseph needs to step up, right? Let's put that on the table. He was good his rookie year, but he didn't seem to really get better in his second year. So maybe he does this time. I don't know. Maybe he's got um, maybe they got something in him that can help that out. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Iffy, and I'm a big fan of Branch as well. So I mean, I hope they're both on the field. I hope they're both tearing it up for us. Charles X, I think Iffy starts. I hope so too. Let's see what happens. I like Iffy. Bo Booth, I like Iffy, and he should be the day one starter. He can cover tight ends and blitz. What a package he brings. That's true. I mean, he showed in a couple of games last year. He can come up from that safety and take out the quarterback, and it's awesome. So I gotcha. I gotcha. All right, Anthony Tottenham. Hey, thank you, Anthony. Appreciate that. Get you a do and a dog on me, Sergeant. Thank you. Thank you. I will. I will. No worries. Here's Johnny Keurig. Yeah, I use a Keurig. And I'm not ashamed to admit it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Randall Small. Sarge, you probably like your coffee as thick as gravy. Yes, most days it's got to be pretty black. I get my stuff from Black Rifle Coffee Company. I don't know if I'm supposed to be pitching people, but and I love it, and it's black. I can tell you that, and it's thick. Number two, another one, Motown Mitch. Number two, will the Bears try to complete their roster from Williams' friends from the salon? I love it, Motown Mitch. Brent DeWitt, good morning, Sarge. Go Army. Thank you. Good morning to you, too. If you should be even better this season, more sacks and interceptions. I hope so. It'd be great to get maybe 5 sacks out of him this year. That would be great. Interceptions, I hope they spread the ball around with that on defense. I hope a lot of our DBs get a lot of picks. It's looking like our secondary is going to be way above where it was last year. So I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so. Good morning to you, Brent. Motown, number three. What's the chances Bears lead the league in broken nails and tears shed? Definitely lead the league in the latter. I'm not sure about the broken nails, though. That's going to be a lot. I think a lot of teams break a lot of nails. Steve Hook, good morning to Sarge and everyone in the Do Crew. Good morning to you too, Steve. Appreciate you. Mile marker here's Johnny. I use I don't know what that is. Bioletti. Tell me what that is. All right, Sarge, who's the starting D line and secondary this season? All right, T-Born. That's from T-Born. So let's see. Secondary, it's tough. I'm telling you. I think I want it to be for safeties. I want it to be Iffy and Kirby Joseph, right? I want it, but I think one of them's not going to be the starter. I don't know which one. I can't tell you right now. It's too early. I do think our corners. I think Davis starts because we traded for him and he is a good player. I think the rookie starts on the other side. The first Arnold, cornerback Arnold, and I think Branch starts at the nickel slot. But I think there's going to be a lot of rotation, especially early on. We got to get Rakestraw in there too. Plus, you have Amik Robertson, who he's good. So I love that we're not talking about any of the corners from last year. I know we have a couple on the teams on the squad still, but they're going to be shoved way down. It'd be great to see Emmanuel Mosley recover from his injuries and get back to where he was as 49ers days. It would just be ridiculous. D-line, obviously, you got Hutch on one side. You got McNeil in the middle. Reader, if he's ready. If not, I would love to see Broderick Martin, step up and take over in that spot. Uh, the other edge, I mean, Davenport would be nice to get his body on the field and get his form back to his form where it used to be. Uh, I think Houston's going to be rotational, so he's probably not going to be the starter. So maybe those guys. And I would love to see Josh Pascal, get in there and be the starter. I know he made a huge improvement from year one to year two as well. So uh, that's that's where I would go with that. All right. Detroit Sports Talk. Good morning. Good morning to you. All right, Patrick Chesborough. I'm in West Michigan as well, Pearson area. Awesome, awesome. Good to see more people from this side of the state. Shake and bake. Good morning, One Pride family. Why do they call you Sarge? So, good morning to you, Shake and Bake. Because I was in the military and I was an NCO, we call it. I got up to E7. So in the Army, that's Sergeant First Class. Gunny knows in the Marine Corps, it was Gunnery Sergeant. But yeah, so that's why they called me Sarge, because I was a sergeant in the military. JDC, my coffee tastes like dirt. Well, yeah, it was ground yesterday. Love it, JDC. Love it. Love it. All right, Detroit Sports Talk. What's your thoughts on DJ Reader and Broderick Martin? Let me tell you after this drink. All right, so I'm super excited that we have DJ Reader. I know he's got a little injury issue right now. I hope he's going to be fine for us by the time the season starts. I think having someone like him on the team is going to not only fill that gap that we have on the defensive line, but it's also going to improve Broderick Martin. I think obviously our coaching staff is full of former players, so we've got the experience in the locker room, but having another player next to you on the line or in practice next to you is going to help Broderick Martin tremendously, because he's going to learn from one of the guys that's really good and still is one of the top guys in the game, I think. So I think he's going to help mentor Broderick Martin and Lee McNeil. Remember, Lee McNeil, he's going into his fourth year, right? So, he's still a young player. He had pretty much a breakout last year, but I think DJ Reader is going to help. I want Broderick Martin to be a beast. I don't know if he's going to get there. He struggled in his rookie year, struggled more than we anticipated. We talked about it during last preseason, that we thought he was going to, maybe break in and play some games, and, that didn't really happen. So hopefully he can, that having DJ Reader maybe helps him improve on that. Robbie Haycoop, can't believe Jalen Reeves Maven snitched. Yeah, I can't believe it either. Obviously it's all speculation still, I guess, unless you guys have seen something that said he came out and said it. But I hate it too. But like I said before, he was almost obligated to, if he being the president of the NFLPA. Bo Booth, 14-3. Love it. I hope that's the case for sure. Moonscar Blade, JDC, whole bunch of laughing. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Anthony Tottenham, agree at Bo. Yeah. For the record, I'm assuming 14-3. I'd love to see it. JP page 2, what is Detroit going to do with the 40 million cap they have? Whew. I don't know. That's I think the smart thing to do is hold on to it. And I know this, it could backfire, but I say hold on to it, getting through training camp and see if injuries happen, right? So I'd say don't go out and do anything with it right now. Wait until training camp. If someone gets hurt, or maybe someone isn't playing as good as you wanted them to, and you need to go get somebody else, I'd wait till then. And then, sky's the limit. I mean, if they want, if the receivers behind St. Brown and JMO aren't cutting it, I mean, Khalif Raymond's going to be on the team. I don't think that's an issue, but we're pretty thin after that. So maybe we go out and get a wide receiver. Maybe we go out and get a wide receiver that's already on another team, that's not happy with where they are. I think y'all know who I'm talking about. So, but I'd say wait until training camp to make sure you don't lose someone that you were planning on having for the whole year. Patrick Chesbro at JDC, LOL, good one. Right on, right on. Mile marker 301, ha ha ha, at JDC. All right, Bo Booth, last ride of the day, Superdome and winning Lombardi. That's right, absolutely, Bo. All right, Anthony Tottenham, what do you think Brad gonna do with the 40.5 million in cap? That just said that, so I caught up with you. Yeah, I think save it. Go out and get someone if you get someone hurt, or like we said, go out there and maybe steal a player from another team. Patrick Chesbro, pronounced chess as chesty puller and bro as in you bro. I love it. Chesty puller. It's a good reference. That man is a legend. Motown Mitch. Will Broski wish he could do Morski be able to survive after he learns the Bears draft the next big busted QB with painted nails? Probably. I think so. Detroit Sports Talk. What's your thoughts of DJ Reader and Broderick Martin this coming season being coached by Tyrell Williams? I think it's a great match. Like I said, having all the, obviously I just commented on this, but having the coaching staff be just loaded with former players, I think is beneficial to the improvement of the young players. And yeah, absolutely. Sarge, Broski Bear. Sarge, you need to be concerned about the Bears, especially after the way they curb stomped the Lions last December. Yeah, Broski, I got you. But only one of those two teams made the playoffs and got to the NFC Championship. So I'll just leave it at that. Detroit Sports Talk, thank you for your service. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. I do appreciate you. Anthony Tottingham, Broski still Smokey the Kraski. Yeah. All right. I gotcha. Good stuff. DM5 TV. Hello, Sarge. You're doing great. Appreciate it. I do appreciate that very much so. JDC, by the end of the week, Sarge, you will be a woo professional. I hope not, man. I hope not. I love the WWE though. I do love that. All right. Oh, what'd I click on? There we go. Mile marker 301. Thank you, Sarge. Semper to you. Appreciate it. Pierce Sargent, hoping for Dan's sake they have the dew and ice in. Woo! Yeah, that's right. Oh man, y'all got me doing it. Yeah, I hope they do too, or his mornings are going to be miserable. I think maybe they have an Iceland version of it, or some different flavors of it over there. All right, Moonscar Blade, Iceland where it's green and Greenland where it's icy. Absolutely that. You know that. Broski Bear, Dan's there for the hackerel. That's fermented shark. Woo, I don't know if he likes trying that crazy stuff. I'd eat it. But I like food. I don't know if you can tell, but Rocky M, isn't there a volcano erupting in Iceland? Isn't there always a volcano erupting in Iceland? I don't know. Probably, but everyone still lives there. So, there's people that still live there, not everyone. So I'm not sure, Rocky, but I hope it's not erupting while he's there. I hope he's enjoying himself. Silver Surfer, good morning, Mr. Sarge and everyone else. Thanks for coming. Good morning to you too, Silver Surfer. Oh, that reminds me, half hour into the show, I forgot to say, if you're enjoying the show, please subscribe. Please click the like button, all that stuff. And hopefully tomorrow I'll remember to say that right away. But let's go. All right. Here's Johnny. Iceland has interesting recreation options. 24-hour golf. That'd be awesome. In season, mineral mud bathing, off-roading, etc. I've seen some good off-roading stuff there, and the like the mud bath and the hot springs there. I could spend all day in one of those. Absolutely. Good stuff, Johnny. Mile marker 301, JRM. I don't see it as a betrayal. Just everyday life throws you hard obstacles that got to be navigated. I am assuming you're talking about the Jalen Ray's Maven part, and I agree with you. Broski. Jalen Reeves, Maben, snitches get stitches. Yeah, yeah. I agree with you too. So see, I'm on both sides of the coin. I don't know how that can be, but I am. And yeah, yeah. He's definitely, it's going to be interesting to say the least. Patrick Chesbro, I wonder if someone complained to him, JRM, or if he did it just on his own. The on his own is what I'd be concerned about. Yeah, I can see your point. But like I said, at the end of the day, he's got two jobs to do, and it's a heavy burden. I'm sure he um, didn't take it lightly. I'm sure he didn't just go running and saying something. Maybe they could have said something. Maybe he could have went to the coaches or something and said, "Hey, we got to chill on this. We can't be doing this, or else I'm gonna have to." Maybe he could have done that. But if the other players went to him privately, then he absolutely had to go and do what he did. Bo Booth, if regulations were violated, JRM is contract and honor bound to report it. Absolutely, Bo. Absolutely. Trump's a genius. I've been busy, Bear. What did Maven do? Busy Bear. Oh, maybe a busy bear. Well, they obviously the Lions got in trouble for violating league rules and they lost a practice. And it's speculation that maybe Jalen Reeves Maven was the one that did it. Reached out, but he's the NFLPA. I'm sure you've probably already heard us talking about it, so you probably already know the answer to this because I'm a little behind on the questions. But yeah, that's what happened. Mile marker at Motown Mitch, yawn. Silver Surfer, I really hope it wasn't snitched. I cannot conceive doing something like this. Always something crazy around the Lions. You're right about the crazy part. There's always something going on that's crazy. Silver Surfer. So yeah, like I said, we're all speculating. I'd hate to, smear a guy if he's not the one that did it. But if the other players went to him, like I said, then that's what you got to do. As president of NFLPA. Here's Johnny. Does JRM get an incentive for finding violations? I hope not. I hope that's not. I hope that's not a thing. I don't know if anyone else knows, the NFLPA handbook or at least some rules in it. I can't imagine that being a thing though. Detroit D. Gibbs needs to work on his ball security. He had some crucial fumbles. Yeah, I can see that. Hopefully that's not a case this year. But I don't want to say I take those fumbles with the performance he had last year because I think he's going to do better this year. But yeah, they definitely need to work on his ball security. You are absolutely right, Detroit D. Silver Surfer, hit it, fellas. Yes. Hit that like button, please. Get Dano some likes, get some new subscriptions in there. Let's get that number up. Keep it growing. I love it. Patrick Chesbro, Joseph is more of a zone safety rather than man to man. Yeah, I can. He definitely, and that's why part of me doesn't want my light turned off again. I know it's a little dark. Sorry, I don't have all the fancy equipment. So yeah, that's why. I'd like to see a safety that can do both. Because I don't want them, but maybe that's when they swap people out. Maybe I don't know. Like I said, Kirby Joseph's been good, but he's not been great. And we want great right now. We're on the brink of a Super Bowl, and just having good or just above average players isn't gonna cut it. So he's got to really step up his game in year 3, and hopefully he does. Like I like him. I'm not trying to talk bad about the guy, but he needs to step up. All right, Motown Mitch. Oh, do we have a second Bears fan? Mile marker Broski could use the help. Big shoes to fill to be as cool as Broski. Love it. Patrick Chesbro, I roast my own coffee beans and grind them myself. I wish I had the motivation to do that. Now that I'm retired from the military, I've gotten lazy, but whatever. My Keurig works just fine. It tastes good, or it tastes like coffee anyway. That's all I really care about. Moonscar Blade pitches get stitches. I think I know where we're going with that one. I gotcha. Broski Bear, Sarge, you'll be eating those words about Caleb. After Caleb teaches Goof how to throw a spiral, and after you realize Jameson is a bust, you'll be chasing the Bears in the standings. I don't think that's going to happen. We can visit that later, obviously, but I don't know. You look at all the rookie quarterbacks that have been drafted over the last 5 years, and only about a third of them have turned out to be anything worth anything. I'm pretty sure 3 years ago you probably said the same thing about Justin Fields. So I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, mile marker at Motown Mitch, a Pride fan. Right on. Anthony Tottenham, I roast my beans as much as I possibly can. I bet you do. I bet you do. Broski Bear, Sarge's reader signing is a bust. He'll never be the same player, and you'll be lucky if he's ready for week 1. You'll be lucky to get half a season out of him. Well, if that's the case, that's the case. You don't strike gold 100% of the times. I mean, you guys drafted Caleb Williams, so. All right, Gary Hutchings. Good morning, all. Good morning to you, Gary. Grit for life. That's right. Sacks, turnovers, sacks, turnovers. That's going to be the name of the game this year. I think we're going to be doing a lot more blitzes. We've got such a great rotation on the outside, on the edge. Give Hutch some breaks. Get him some plays off. And I think he'll be stronger, better all the way. Dan and I talked about this a month ago when we did a show. Hutchinson looked like he kind of ran out of gas towards the last third of the year, maybe. He picked it back up, and he definitely picked it up in the playoffs, but we got to get that guy off the field every once in a while. As much as I would love to see him play the whole entire, every defensive snap, we got to get him off the field, right? Get him a break. It's a long, long season. Don Burr, F the Bears, Detroit versus everybody. You got it, Don. Absolutely. Reader's definitely a great pickup. I think he is. I think I like. He's been a good player for a long time, and I think he's there for 2 reasons: to beef up our line and to I think guide Aleem McNeil and Broderick Martin to bigger and better things. Pierce Sargent, Don, good morning, dude. Hey, Don, Pierce says hi. Anthony Tottenham, go away, broski. Say the same crap every day. I'm sure he does. Don Burr, at peace. Hey, he's saying good morning, bro. Back to you. There you go. Broski, Lions defense is softer than a pillow made of clouds. Woo. I mean, I would like a pillow made of clouds. I don't know about the rest of you. Here's Johnny. Branch aggravated his injury by going back into a game he shouldn't have. Starters: Davis, Arnold, Robertson, Kirby, Iffy, until he's healthy. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, are you saying Robertson's going to be the corner or the nickel there? I don't know. I see Davis and Arnold for sure. Kirby, Iffy, and then okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, Don Burr, Bear fan in here getting his ass handed. Love it. F the Bears. Don Burr, Bears have 1 D lineman worth anything. Sweat after that, crickets. Absolutely right. Sweat's a beast, but that's all they got. Anthony Tottenham, and the Bears O-line softer than a Serta sleeper. Absolutely, Anthony. Broski at JDC, you're a funny guy. He is pretty funny. You're right. Hokey Doo, I heard Caleb signed another contract. Too bad it's with Revlon nail polish. Oh, you guys are cracking me up this morning. I love it. I love it. All right, Don Burr, Bears O-line, Braxton Jones, Ryan Bates, always hurt. Jenkins bus, Nate Davis and Hutchinson, Sun right, bottom 5 O-line. Definitely bottom 5. I agree with that. Rocky M, Bears gave away the reason the Lions lost to the Bears, a running quarterback, and he played his best game against Detroit for some reason, but the problem got solved by a foolish move. Right on. Anthony Tottenham at Mr. Burr, you got that right. guys are on it this morning. All right, Moonscar Blade. My dad was a sergeant in the National Guard there in Kalamazoo back in the 80s, early 90s, Signal Battalion 156. Is it still that? Actually, yeah, the 156 is still there. They they just did a tour. Let's see. I guess it was 2 years ago. They just got back. They got back a couple years ago. They were over in Kuwait and running missions all over the Middle East there. Yeah, yeah, they're Signal Battalion 156 Bravo Company right there in Kalamazoo. Absolutely, they're still there. Oh, got that one. Courtney Nicholson. Good morning, Sarge. Sure won't call you sir. Thank you for that. Don't ever call me sir. I hope there's no officers on here, but not a fan. So hope not. You worked for a living. That's right. Welcome aboard. Outstanding job. Woo! 1 mile from Allen Park. All right, Courtney. Nice to see you. All right, Brandon Bowen. Where were you stationed at National Guard? Well, I was kind of all over the place. I was in the Guard for 20 years. I have 5 different MOSs. For those that you don't know, it's military occupational specialty. So I had 5 different types of jobs that I actually went and got training for. But so I was all over. I was in Kalamazoo. I was, when I was a recruiter, we had offices all over, not just at the military installations. So, I was in Holland, I was in Farmington Hills, Kalamazoo, Battle Creek. I did some time up at Ferris State, working with the cadets up there. So I was kind of I was all over the place. Last place I was right here in Kalamazoo, though. Anthony Tottingham, crickets. JDC, Broski Bear, thanks, Broski, you as well. Ken McHane, good morning, Sarge. Thank you for your service to our country and to Lions Talk Live. Good morning to you, Ken. You're doing a fine job, soldier. Super Bowler butts. I love it. Thank you. I appreciate the affirmation. Here's Johnny. Wouldn't surprise me to see Reader and or Branch on the pup to start the season. Yeah, I hate it. I gotta say I hate it, but injuries happen, right? I'd rather see them on the pup at the beginning of the year and instead of losing them for the year or losing them at the end of the year before the playoffs. Don Burr, who remembers Deuce Staley getting in Swift has for being so soft on Hard Knocks. I do remember that. Deuce was awesome. I'm glad. I hope he's doing great things where he is now, but that's one guy I definitely miss. Ken McCain, ban the bust. Hashtag one pride. Absolutely. Pierce Sergeant, Johnny Y. Branch. Here's Johnny. He's in a boot currently, right? Yeah. With the 40 mil pay some golf money forward, take some off that 2026 hit. Yeah. Yeah, 2026 is going to be expensive. All right, Don Burr, Branch will be just fine. No worries. Absolutely. That's right. Moonscar at Don. Yep. Swift just sitting there like a wuss. Don Burr, more over exaggerating. Broski, I love how Lions fans are anticipating Swift running all over them. Right? They know what will happen. It's all nervous reactions now from Lions fans. I don't know where you're getting that. I'm not worried about Swift. I mean, he was running when he had a good year with the Eagles, but he was also with a good offensive line, and good offensive line and Chicago Bears are never in the same sentence. Anthony Tottingham, Swift won't make it past 3 games with your line. Oh, look at that right there. I didn't even need to say anything. Don Burr, Bears signed someone older than you, Sergeant Mercedes. Right? Super close. He and I were definitely in the same generation. JDC, oh boy, here we go. Right on. Here's Johnny. Hope you're right, Don Burr. I'm trying to get through some of these before we run out of time. Sorry, I'm way behind, it looks like, guys. Broski, Swift will be injured by week 3. No one is concerned about Swift, but Bears fans. Right on. There's a reason we sent Swift away for nothing. Don Burr, Swift equals dances for 3 seconds, loses 3 yards, chips fingernail. Right on. And goes to IR. Chuckle Cheese. We got to save money because playoff teams always buy at deadline. Right on. Appreciate your service. Thank you for that, Chuckle Cheese. But you're absolutely right. They do. Shake and Bake, thank you for your service. I'm retired Master Gunny, served 30 years in the Corps, and I was honored by the Lions in 16 as a hometown hero. That's awesome, Shake and Bake. I appreciate you. God bless you. One Pride Go Lions. Thank you for your service as well. We appreciate it. All that, all that. Don Burr, Swift couldn't even stick in his hometown. Philly got the boot. He did. JDC, hello to Coach Dan and Jen out there in Iceland. Sarge is rocking it. Thank you. Thank you. Keep telling him that. Maybe he'll let me come back. Pierce Sargent, well done. They just didn't want to pay him $9 million per year. Yeah. Who does? Who would? Well, I guess if you're the Bears. Who in their right mind would want a running back who can't play a full season? Right. Absolutely. Pierce, that's how you know Monty is tough. He barely missed time with that O-line. Yeah. Monty Montgomery. Don Burr at Pierce, the Teddy Bears, right? Caleb will be running for his life. Don Burr, absolutely. Anthony Tottenham, Swift, the Lions hand-me-down. I love it. So Don, when it's all said and done, he's getting paid $1 million a game. I predict 9 games. Right. Yeah. Nine's a good over-under for him, right? And back to JRM, I think he told Brad to self-report, so he didn't have to. Yeah. 9 games. Should be more like 6. We'll go with that. Anthony Tottenham, yeah, we got the better one in Montgomery, absolutely. Anthony also $3 million less. Very a lot. It's a bargain, right? Anthony Tottenham, yep. Don Burr, Keenan Allen at $23 million for 1 year, and dude really stays hurt. Yeah. I think he's not. I don't think he'll play a full season either. Patrick Chesbro, as far as JRM goes, if no one complained, you need then sometimes, if it's not too horrible, you need to just close your eyes. Every team does it to some extent. Right. Absolutely. JDC, once Jason pulls out the Todd, all will be right in the NFL world. Allen equals prima donna. Yes, he is, Anthony Tottenham. You got that right. Patrick Chesbro, as far as Gibbs fumbles, even Montgomery had a couple, so did St. Brown. Yeah, I'd like to get a couple of those back, right? Ken McCain, mile marker 100. If Germ saw something, JRM, I'm assuming he said that would put him in a tight spot. I think you've asked MCDC that we made a mistake. It's his job to report. Be a man, take. Yeah, absolutely. Pierce Sargent, I wonder if we get Sarge O'Damas and the Towel of Destiny. Probably not. Maybe I'll come up with something later in the week, but I see where you're going with that. Anthony Tottenham at Pierce. Anthony would be hilarious. Don Burr, whenever I come in, Broski calms all that down. He sees me in Chicago, pods of giving them at work. Chuckle Cheese, Baby Yoda on the mug, trust the force. That's right. That's right. This is a birthday present last year. I do love my Star Wars. Anthony Tyler, ouch, broski. All right. Patrick Chesbro, Broski Bear. The Lions will never be chasing the naked bears, but everyone has to have dreams. Courtney Nicholson, Broski Bear, only one Bear QB decent out of BYU. Patrick Chesbro, I just realized I really have to proofread my post before I hit enter. Hey, happens to all of us, man. 72, lived in Miami, 85, worked in Chicago, now back home in the D. Awesome, Courtney. Awesome. Broski Bear, good old Donnie boy with too much Jameson in his coffee this morning again. They have programs for that, Don Burr. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a little Jameson in your coffee. JDC, Naked Bear cheerleaders. Woo! Dang it, you got me. Don Burr, Broski, or at Broski, Jamerson on the field busting. Yeah, not my cup. Right. Corey Patterson, hey, let's be honest, guys. That so-called bad defense almost beat us twice. Just saying. Yeah, it's not so much the defense that beat us, but I see where you're going with that, Corey. I do. Chuckle Cheese, you're wrong, G. It's Maybelline. At Corey, let's be honest, so-called top 5 defense lost to Goff. Yeah, with 3 minutes up left, or 3 minutes up by 12. Corey, yeah, but it shouldn't come down to that. Yeah. We all have, even the best team loses to the worst team every once in a while. That's why no one ever goes undefeated. So I see what you're saying. It shouldn't come down to that if we're a better team, but there was a lot of teams last year that lost to teams that they were far superior of. So you got to remember that too. Donnie Boy, Billings is a beast. Gervon Dexter, Walker's better than no. Nah, I don't agree with any of that, broski. Sorry. Chuckle cheese, 5 jobs. Are you a Jamaican? No, I am not. Yeah, but you're in the military for as long as I was. You tend to switch jobs. Don Bird, Corey, division games are always close 75% of the time, right? Play each team twice, familiarity. Here's Johnny, last served with 191 FIG at Selfridge post Desert Storm. Awesome. Thank you, Johnny. So it's familiarity. We would have beat Green Bay more often, don't you think? Not with the teams we had back then. let's be honest, right? Even familiarity doesn't help you win with people like Joey Harrington at quarterback. Don Burr at Broski Billings, been on 50 different teams, right? What's up, peeps? Greetings, salutations. Woo! Good morning to you, Ranting Q. We're gonna have to wrap this up here in a minute. I'm trying to get through all these. Corey, Detroit is 3-1 versus Green Bay last 4 meetings. Yep. Corey, yes, finally, absolutely, finally. Yeah, Corey, all I have to do is dance. All right. Thank you, JDC. Job well done, Sarge. Job well done. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate it. We didn't get through all the stuff I wanted, but I love just reading these comments and interacting. I think that's more fun than anything. Don Burr, one pride or don't ride. That's right. I love it. I'm a realist and can dance myself. I hope you can dance, Corey Patterson. I hope you can. Mercedes Lewis is a beast. I'm glad. Woo, broski, man. See a lot of Lions fans support pride here. Hashtag questionable pushed in. No, not one little bit. All right. Yeah. Don Burr, Mercedes Lewis is a granddad. Hit that like button. That's right. Everyone, make sure you hit that like button. Let's get some likes in there, get some new subscribes, and follow this for more. Randy Q, Sarge, you are rocking. Appreciate you. 120 in chat, like and subscribe. Let's go. 120. That's awesome. Keep it going, guys. I love you. Don Burr at Corey Will. All right. We got to get through some of this. Here's Johnny, not Sarge's first rodeo. No, I'm an old man. Sarge in the hoodie of destiny? Maybe. We'll see, JDC. I'm not complaining about anything. I'm just being real. The season has started. People already talking about what we're going to do. And yeah, we beat the Bears. Well, that's what everyone does in the off season is talk about what we're going to do. That's kind of like what sports fans do is talk about their teams and what they're going to do. So hopefully, I hope everyone is, happy with what, the season unfolds and it's a good season. T-Born, I haven't blocked you yet. Broski, lay off the drugs. Right on. Lions are 11-9 versus Bears last 10 years. Okay. It's pretty decent. Don Burr, every fan base has the same. Football is a game of inches. Right on. Mile Marker, great show, Sarge. Thank you. Appreciate that, Mile Marker. All right. I'm trying to get through to the end here. Great job, Sarge. See you in the morning. I'll be here, Anthony. Thank you. Gotta skip that guy. Never scared. I love this team, but as I said, I'm a realist. Right. We're all realists, but all we want to do is talk about how excited we are. That's all. I see what you're saying, Corey. Hokey do, you did a great job today, Sarge. Thank you. Go Lions. Skip this guy. Good job, Sarge. You did well. Thanks, broski. I appreciate you. All right. I always love banter going back and forth. So let's keep it going. Don Burr, broski, enjoy your 5 to 6 wins in the 4th place finish. I know, bro. Some people just swear they know everything. Right on. Mile Marker 301, Lions, right. And Moonscar Blade, I had Mercedes Lewis on my fantasy tight end 10 years ago. He didn't help me any. Love it. All right, guys. I gotta get going. It's about that time. We didn't really talk a lot about some of the topics, but I'll try to get a little better. I just get I guess I just get caught up, with your comments and trying to just add on to that. But I had a great time this morning, and I'll be back tomorrow. I'll bring up some other topics. I only got to two of the five that we were talking that I wanted to talk about for training camp, so we'll talk a little bit more about that. And once again, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Let's do Dano proud, and let's take it. Let's do it. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you in the morning.